Art is very central to my being. It surrounds me. The whole apartment is a continuing art project. Everything is painted or sculpted somehow, and I just live and breathe it.
I think one of the greatest things about moving to Cumberland and finding this big space, and it's about 6,000 square feet, is that we now have enough room pretty much to do whatever Beth's vision takes us to do.
I like to use a lot of bright color. My whole apartment is full of bright colors, and I feel very comfortable with that. I just like mixing them and contrasting them. A lot of the paintings that I do are on other objects that are not your normal painting structures, like canvas or their paper. I use car hoods, and they have a nice shape to them. The car hoods I use are not perfect. They're all dented and dinged up. And I have an old gas tank. I'm doing a series of painted mannequins. I have mannequins that are legs, basically, and I've turned them upside down and painted faces on them, and the legs become the ears, sort of like a strange rabbit. And I think that's what I like people to see, something other than what was intended. I've done some sculpture that is very mechanical looking, very mixed media, springs and gears, and I use wheels and industrial sort of shapes. The jewelry that I make is a mixed metal jewelry with silver, copper, brass, and bronze. It's unusual, bizarre sometimes, very mechanical looking, lots of spinning parts, just detailed and just rich looking.
When we're making the jewelry, Beth again is doing all the design, and I'm helping her with the production part of it. We use a lot of cold connection techniques, which are rivets, nuts, and bolts, to assemble it all. And we're working on a new line of jewelry right now that is very much a three-dimensional kind of work, where we're creating beads from strips of metal. We're drilling them, we're texturing them, and then we're wrapping them into these three-dimensional beads that can be strung onto a bracelet.
I think I've always known that I was an artist. I never even thought twice about it. Since I was a kid, I've always been building things. My dad did a lot of handiwork around the house, and we always had a garage full of tools and just scraps of wood, and I used to make small pinball machines with rubber bands and nails. So I guess I've worked with tools most of my life. I think most of my inspiration comes from antique toys and industry. Just sitting on an airplane, if you look out, if you're over the wing and you can see how the wing is all riveted together, that's pretty inspiring. It just comes from everywhere. You're walking down the street and you see a building going up and you see how it's all, held together, and that's very inspiring also. When I'm painting, I usually turn on loud music. First thing I do is coat whatever I'm painting on with a black field, and then just start moving color around and scratching away color so the black shows through. It's just very freeing without having an end image in mind. The painting was abstract at first, and then I felt like at some point I could start to try to incorporate some figurative imagery. So that's what I'm working on now, and I enjoy that. That's kind of where I want to be with it. The apartment that we have here in Cumberland is full of artwork. Some of it's mine and my husband's, and some of it's trades with other artists that we meet. It's just such a great, comfortable feeling to be surrounded by things that you love and things that are beautiful and people that you love. The connection between the art and the artist. I just surround myself with the art, and it's my business, it's my time off, it's my relaxation, it's everything.